Namaste, everyone. Welcome. Let's begin our session today. As always, we start with a few minutes of centering. So find a comfortable seated position, back straight, shoulders relaxed. You can lift them up, back, and down. And you may place the back of the palms on the knees. Relax your body, make any adjustments that you want. And after this, close your eyes. Option to gently touch the tips of your forefinger and the thumb. The energy movement that you feel when you touch the tips of your forefinger and the thumb, it just helps you stay aware and centered, helps you be in the moment. Bring all your attention to how you're feeling in the body. Allowing the body to be as it is, to feel whatever it is experiencing right now. Sense the life force and life energy coursing through this body. This life force is what sustains the whole universe, and the same life force sustains this body, and it is trying to express itself through the body, through the mind, through all the activities that we do, the words we say. And yoga is our practice to allow this full expression. Like the flower blooms to its maximum potential, and the only thing that stops the flow of this energy or the expression of this energy through us are the thought waves. The constant waves of thoughts, conceptual thinking, stances, evaluation of situations and people. For this 1 hour, let us allow the minds to relax completely, for there is very little use of the mind or the senses except to hear the instructions or look at the screen. But most of your attention should be with your own body. And staying connected with the breath helps us stay anchored in the present moment. Therefore, that is the primary practice in yoga. At the level of the postures, ultimately, it doesn't really matter how deep one goes into the posture or how perfect their alignment is, as long as There is no injury or pain. Everything that we do with our bodies is postures. So, the true yardstick of a successful yoga practice is how long did we sustain our attention on the breath, how mindful we were with each and every movement. So, let's practice that for a few seconds, maybe 1 minute, simply keeping the attention on the breath and sustaining the attention there. Become empty, like the space in your room, which allows everyone to pass through. Just like that, allow all sensations, feelings, thoughts to arise and pass away. Now, let us transition into taking 5 deep and long breaths, energizing the body. So, at your own pace, take deep inhalations, slow and long exhalations. Continue for 4 more rounds. After you finish, let your breathing become natural and then gently bring your palms together. Rub your palms. Cup your eyes, massaging the eyes gently. Draw the palms away from the face. Blink open your eyes, looking into your palms. Relax the hands. So, let's begin. Today, we'll start with warming up our hips by doing the rock the baby posture first. So, take your left leg, your right leg can draw in. So, the heel can go all the way back to the perineum. And then your left leg, hold the foot with the opposite hand, hold the knee. This can be one way of practicing this. If you feel like you want a deeper stretch, your foot can go all the way to the elbow crease and you can wrap your hand around. So whichever one works for you, do that. Try to bring the leg as close as possible to the chest and keep your back straight. Then we start moving from side to side, bringing that movement from the hips. Breathe mindfully as you do this and try to maximize your range of motion. Keep going, just a few more seconds. And now slowly release. Release the leg. And let's take a quick break, releasing the tension from the shoulders. So do some shoulder rolls. As you know, lifting the shoulders up, you should inhale. Bringing it down, you should exhale. Reverse the direction. And now switch legs. So your left heel can draw in all the way. And then we practice with the right leg. Option one, foot, holding the foot and the knee. Option two, wrapping the hand around completely. Pick whichever works for you. As much as possible, this leg should be parallel to the ground, close to the chest, back straight, and let's begin. Just a few more seconds, keep going. And finally, release. Settle down. If you wish, you can sit instead of Sukhasana, the regular cross-legged position. You can, the way we draw one leg in, the heel is all the way into the perineum, the other leg in front of it. This is also one way you can sit. This is called Siddhasana. Another good way to meditate, like good posture to meditate in, but not to be practiced for more than 30 minutes. That's what I've learned from my teachers. So relax the shoulders for a moment here. Breathe. Let's continue some stretches with the arms. So stretch your arms forward like this. As you inhale, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, make a fist. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. And one last time. Breathe and relax. Now, let us continue some stretches for the hips. So we'll come into the shoelace pose now. As you know, the shoelace pose, the left foot comes outside the right hip, right leg comes over, and as much as possible, walk this foot back. And then, because the body is leaning on one side, use your hands, lift yourself up, and settle down in between. This might already be a deep stretch, so just take a moment, breathe, let the body get accustomed to this. And then we add a few lateral bends and a forward fold. So inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Bend laterally. Come to a place in your stretch where you can hold the posture for a while. If you feel like it, you can place the forearm down. Next inhalation, come up. Exhale, bend laterally on the other side. Inhale, come up. And keeping your spine extended, slowly move forward. Don't directly go into a forward fold. Keep reaching forward. Then place the hands down. And finally, relax the head down. Breathe. Try to relax your upper body as much as possible. Slowly start walking the fingers back, lifting the hands. And now keep your left hand lifted. Take the right hand from behind the back and reach the fingers towards each other. Try to interlock or clasp your fingers together. If that doesn't happen, then just keep the fingers pointed towards each other. No matter what, straighten the back and look forward. This is Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Slowly release, lift the hands, inhale, and exhale, relax. Release the legs and take a few moments if you need to shake it out. Move the hips, ankles, knees. Same thing on the other side. So your right foot comes outside the left hip this time. Left leg comes over. Make those adjustments, walking the foot back as much as the body allows, centering yourself by using the hands, lifting yourself up, and settling in between. Make sure you feel that you're completely straight and stable. Then we just breathe and relax for a few seconds, letting the body become accustomed to this. And then we add the lateral stretches. So inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes over. You can stay on the palm or the forearm, anything is fine. Next inhalation, lift your hands up. Exhale, find the lateral bend on the other side. Inhale, come up. Preparing for the forward fold, slowly reach forward. Try to bring that bending from the lower back, then release the hands and release the head. Once you release the head, let the chin touch the chest and just breathe. Nothing else to do. Breathe and observe. As you inhale, walk your fingers back, lifting the hands. Keep your right hand where it is. Left hand goes from the back. Find the fingers if possible. Find that grip. If not, whatever position is convenient, find that and then straighten in the back. Look forward. Just breathe. Slowly release the hands. Lift them up. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Unwind the legs and take your time. Shake it out. You can do the windshield wiper motion if you want, placing the palms behind you, fingers pointing forward, and just let your legs fall on either side like this. Looks like there is a cat on the screen, so it's maybe our cue to do cat and cow posture. It'll come up soon. So now let's continue deepening our stretch in the hips. The next posture we'll practice is called ankle to knee posture. Quite a deep stretch for the hips, so be careful as you do this. What we do is take your right leg and place it in front of you. So, kind of like it's parallel to the side of your mat or whichever side of the mat. Then we place the opposite ankle on the knee like this. So, ultimately, both ankles and knees should be in one line. The common mistake I see people doing is their bottom foot is drawn back. So try to bring it out so that ultimately when you do a forward fold, the knee and the ankle, both sides, they should align. This is also called as the square pose, if I'm not mistaken. So from here, lift the hands, inhale, and once again, in the same way, keep moving forward slowly. As you do this, as you can see, my knee is approaching the ankle. Keep going, and then finally release the hands. Let your head fall down. Breathe. With your next exhalation, see if you can walk your fingers forward slightly to deepen the stretch. Before we come out of the pose, just stay here for a few more seconds. Now, start walking the fingers back, Very slowly come out of the pose, lift your hands, inhale, and then exhale. Release the legs. Take a few moments to shake it out. This is a deep stretch for the knees, for the ankles, for the hips. Now we do the same thing on the other side. So placing the right leg down first, keep it straight. Uh, Sorry, I think that's the one we just did. So the other one then. Placing the left leg down, right ankle comes to the left knee. Align your feet, align the ankles and the knees properly. As you can see, my bottom foot is slightly out instead of keeping it slightly in or exactly in line. Slightly out is good because when you do the forward fold, the knee tends to come forward. So from here, lift the hands. Once again, slowly start bending from your lower back. Watch your knee go towards the ankle. Find your forward fold, relax the head and breathe. As you exhale, maybe try to walk your fingers slightly forward to deepen the stretch. Take a call based on how deeply you're feeling the stretch. Now, slowly start walking the fingers back. Very carefully come out of the pose. Lift the hands. Exhale. Relax. Unwind the legs and straighten them in front of you. Shake it if you want. We'll do some stretches for the legs just to release the tension. So once you're in this position, bend the left knee, hold the leg from under the knee like this, and lift it up. Point and flex. Point and flex. Now, stop the movement. We'll do some rotations from the knee. So it's like you're making a circle. Reverse the direction. Now straighten the leg and relax the knee. Straighten, relax. Finally, keep it straight. Slowly release and let go of your hand. So try to keep your leg engaged on keeping its own weight and ultimately let it fall down, shake it out. Bend the right knee, hold it, lift it up, point, flex. Stop the movement, rotation coming from the knees. Reverse the direction. Stop the movement. Now straighten the leg, release. Straighten and release. And finally, straighten it, slowly release and let go of the hands, keeping the leg engaged and relaxed. Shake it out. You can also just use your hands to shake the muscles out to make sure there is no tightness that is there unconsciously. Now, come to a comfortable seated position. We'll do a few stretches for the neck. Place the palms on the knees and let's do neck rotations. So let your head fall down, move to one side, complete the circle. Inhale when the head goes up, exhale when it comes down. Reverse the direction. And one last round. Finish the movement and relax. Then we swing the legs behind and come into the tabletop position. Time to practice the cat and cow stretch. You all know the tabletop alignment. Palms under the shoulder, knees under the hips, spine neutral. Slowly drop the belly, arch your back, look up. Exhale, hunch, round the spine, chin to the chest. At your own pace, continue the cat and cow stretch. Finish the last round and come back to the neutral position. Now, straighten the right leg behind you, lift it up, and we'll do this movement. So, lifting it up, take a step to the right side and place it down. Now, inhale, lift the leg, make like a half circle, and then you tap it on the left side. Inhale up, exhale, tap. So, if I show you from this angle, it's like taking it to this side, tapping it on one side, lift it up, tap on the other side. Match the breath with the movement. Inhale, the leg goes up, exhale, tap. As much as possible, try to keep the rest of the body motionless. One last round on both sides. After you finish, come back to the tabletop position. Then we stretch the left leg behind, take a step to the left side, and continue the same thing. Lift it up, tap on the right, inhale up, tap on the left. One last time on both sides. After you finish, come back to the tabletop position. Increase the distance between the knees. Big toes touch. Push back. Find your child's pose. Walk your palms forward. Place the forehead down. Inhale. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And then we walk the palms over to the left side. Release the head down. Inhale, lift the leg head up. Walk the palms through the center over to the right side. Relax the head down. Inhale, lift the head up back to the center, and then come back to the tabletop position. Step your palms forward, tuck the toes, push the hips back, lift the knees, and find your downward facing dog. Take a few moments pedaling through the feet, bending one knee as the other heel comes down. Mindful breathing as you do this. Stop the movement, lifting both the heels up. Draw the chest close to the thighs and drop your heels down. Breathe. Now bending the knee slightly. Walk your palms back towards the feet, coming into the standing forward fold position. Relax the head, relax the hands. Inhale, palms on the shin, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold once again. And now slowly roll up, rise up, come up to a standing position. Take a few moments here, roll the shoulders in both directions, and come to the top of your mat. So we'll practice a few standing postures. From here, take a big step back with the right leg and make sure both heels are in one line. Back foot is at an angle and bend the left knee. Place the palms on the hips and turn them to the side. We are preparing for warrior two. Lift the hands up, parallel to the ground, palms facing down. Once you're in this posture, look at your left fingertips. Relax the shoulders. And one last time, bend the hips down, bend the knee, bring the hips down. Breathe. Try to distribute weight evenly between both feet. Slowly straighten the leg, turn the palms out. So keep your legs straight now, both knees are straight, and we are preparing for triangle pose. So lean forward slightly, left hand comes down, right hand goes up. Try to open the chest and look up at the ceiling. As you inhale, come back up. And finally, slide the right hand down the right leg, left hand over the head, palm facing back. Reverse warrior. Look up at the ceiling. Bring the hands back and release. Now just turn the feet over to the other side. But be very mindful. Your right foot should be pointing forward, left one at an angle. Place the hands on the hips and turn them to the side. So the hips are parallel to the side of the mat. Bend the right knee, hands come up, palm facing down. If you need to adjust the distance, for example, I feel like increasing the distance a little bit, you can do that. Shoulders are relaxed. Look at your right fingertips. Both legs are fully engaged. If you wish to add a little more nuance to this, both your thighs can do external rotation. So they're going away from each other. This one is rotating outward. This one is also rotating outward. These are just ways to engage the parts of the body that we would not naturally engage in a posture like this. Straighten the knee, turn the palms out, lean forward slightly. Right hand comes down, left hand goes up. Find your triangle pose. Twist open the chest. If possible, look up at the ceiling. Next inhalation, come up. Slide the left hand down the left leg. Right hand comes up, palm facing back. Reverse warrior. Look up. Bring the hands parallel to the ground. Now turn your feet in so your feet are parallel to each other. We just transition into the wide-legged standing position. Both feet are in one line. Intertwine the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then find your forward fold. Head goes down, hands come up. Feel free to flip open your palms. As you inhale, come back up. Breathe. Bring the feet closer slowly and keep it at an appropriate distance to be able to do Malasana, the yogi squat. And then we go down in that squat, adjust the feet based on your requirements, your needs. Elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together. Draw the palms back, straighten the back. Breathe. And now, with the support of your hands, sit down, settle down. Let us move towards our pranayama and meditation practice. So, take your time. If you need to make any adjustments, do that right now. After this, relax the back of the palms on the knees and let us just be still for a few moments, eyes closed. Notice how you're feeling in the body. Slowly blink open your eyes. Let's practice Chandra Bhedna and Surya Bhedna. These are the precursors to the alternate nostril breathing exercise that we do. So, with your right hand, you turn the index and the middle finger in, and this is the gesture that we use for this. As you know, you guys are old practitioners, but just to reiterate, the thumb is closing the right nostril, the ring finger and the pinky, they're closing the left. So first, let's practice Chandra Bhedna, the moon piercing breath. So it activates the moon side of the body or the yin side. So first inhale with both nostrils, exhale with both. Inhale on the right, exhale on the left. Inhale right, exhale left, and keep going like this. Finish the last round with an exhalation on the left side. Relax the hand. Breathe consciously in and out with both nostrils. Notice the subtle movement of energy in your body. Let us practice on the other side. Bring your hand back to that gesture. Inhale with both nostrils. Exhale with both. Inhale on the left. Exhale on the right. Keep going like this. Finish the last round with an exhalation on the right side. Relax the hand. Breathe in and out with both nostrils. Can you observe the settling down of the mind as you practice this? Let us stay in stillness for a while, observing the after effects of these practices. Slowly blink open your eyes. We'll finish our pranayama session with the Udgit pranayama today. Udgit pranayama involves chanting of Om. There are two primary ways of practicing it. One is vocalized chanting, where we chant it out loud. The other one is internal chanting, where we feel the chant happening in the mind, but we don't really say anything out loud. So we'll practice just the first one today and just 3 rounds. You can chant Om, or you can divide it into the 3 syllables A, U, M. You divide your breath in 3 parts. So any way that works for you. I'll just turn on this setting over here, which allows me to chant and you can hear it. So let's begin together. First, just become aware of your breath. Be deeply connected with the energy in your body. With every chant, you can visualize energy rising up from the navel and getting released out through the crown of the head. Let's do the first round. Deep inhalation. Come back to your natural breath. Let the energy settle down once again. Second round, deep inhalation. Ah. Last and final round, deep inhalation. This powerful chant invokes stillness into the mind, and it is even more powerful when it is done without vocalization. We will try it some other time. For now, you can enjoy being in this stillness, either in the seated position or feel free to lie down on your backs to practice Shavasana, corpse pose for a few minutes. Whichever position you choose, be aware of your breath, be aware of your body sensations, watch your thoughts from a distance, and let your being emanate, allow this life force or life energy to express itself through the body. Ask yourself, Is it easy for me to rest my attention on the breath, body sensations in the present moment? Or is there activity in the mind? If there is activity in the mind and you keep getting distracted by it, then simply deepen your breath. There are other ways, like feeling the ground beneath you or paying attention to the sounds around you. Slowly invite some movement in your body, whichever position you're in. If you are lying down, take your time, stretch your hands over the head, and then bending your knees, roll over to one side. Stay there for a moment, and then push yourself up, come up to a seated position. Let us close our session together by bringing the palms together and rubbing the palms vigorously. Cup your eyes, and you can spread this energy all over the body. Blink open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class.